Okay, so why, like potato, the potato. We're doing a project called Potato Inquiry. It's a really quick, short, fun inquiry project where you come up with a cool question about the potato that you want to answer or explore in some way, and then you'll share out about that in a couple of days. So the first part of this process was to learn a little bit more deeply about potatoes and maybe some things that you didn't know before, like that they're 80% water, or that the starchier the potato, the stickier the mashed potatoes, or that they contain all of the nutrients that you need to live except for a few. So if you just ate potatoes and milk, you could totally survive. Maybe not thrive, but anyway. So you learned about the potatoes, some interesting things. Then you brainstormed a huge list of interesting questions that you had. Some of the questions that we brainstormed were, how many potatoes would it take to feed the world? What kind of potato grows best in space? How do you make a potato beautiful? How do you make a potato ugly? Or like, what's the ugliest or beautiful you can make a potato? So you can really take it in any direction: science, art, history, cooking, culture, nutrition, lots of options for where you take your potato inquiry. The last part of this process, not last part, like the meat of this process, the potatoes, if you will, of this process, is actually go out and do the research or do the thing to your potato. So some of you might actually be doing like a little experiment on the potato, or cooking it, or in some way manipulating it, maybe doing some art with it or carving. And so that can be part of the inquiry process. It might look like doing a bunch of research. Maybe it looks like doing some math. And then you're going to share out what you learned in just one slide. Put one high quality image, maybe a couple on that slide, and just any notes that you want to like remember down in the speaker notes at the bottom of the slide. Just going to take maybe a minute per person in our seminar groups to share out. And so it doesn't have to be awesome. This is no huge pressure. It's really just meant to be fun. And the big idea with this is that you can take anything, even as specific and as mundane as maybe a potato, and learn about it for the rest of your life. I mean, the level of inquiry surrounding one thing is infinitely deep. So there's this cool line about like, you're only bored if you're not something. I don't know. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. The potato, endlessly fascinating if you want it to be. The end.